tapping in with us, man, the author of the exciting comic book Instant. Young man, will you please tell us what inspired this tale? You know, what was it
that motivation?
What the creative juices about this story? You know, it's about this character. You know that he gets his power from super speed through a traffic accident.
Ooh.
You know, essentially, that's kind of what led up to those events. Yeah, you know, in a car accident, he was rushed to the hospital, and these scientists that are trying to, you know, test their new comic book, and they saw me in critical condition and decided to use me as kind of their test subject. And I kind of went south, and I ended up gaining super speed, so I kind of had to figure out how to get rid of these. I don't really want these powers.
Oh man, that sounds interesting. You don't want the powers?
I don't. Not in the book. I figured it'd be a nice twist because obviously in real life I love to be a superhero. So why not make me not want to be one?
Absolutely, man. Absolutely, man.
My uncle got into a car accident. And that nigga, I ain't never seen him move like he moved now. I'm gonna call him and ask him if he was talking to you.
Hey man, maybe a new character, man, in the series, man.
Hey, he might have been.
I think you took my uncle's story, man.
But hey, man, I gotta say, man, it sounds very interesting, man, and to all the listeners out there, man, I think this would be a great storybook. You know what I'm saying, to pick up, man. How far do you expect to take the series, man? How many? Are there any more characters in the storyline?
Absolutely. I plan to take this, you know, as far as I live, you know, until the day I die. I love doing what I do, and I have plenty of ideas, plenty of characters, plenty of superheroes, Black original superheroes to bring to the world, and then that I want other people that look like me to look up to and to enjoy and to see themselves as.
I got a question. Can you write me a comment? I want a character called nigga man.
Nah, we ain't gonna do that.
I want a character called nigga man. I don't know why. I just
nigga man.
Nigga man.
Hey man, nah, we gonna do we not gonna do the end man. But man, I tell you what, man, I'm definitely impressed by your bio, man. It says here, man, you started writing it. You started writing at 14 years old, man, and you went like, what was that? What was the push behind that at such a young age?
Yeah, no, my dad, he got me into comic books and just the love of superheroes and anime and things like that. And my mom, she got me to the love of writing. And she saw that I was always, you know, thinking about superheroes, you know, coming up with my own little characters in my head, nothing serious. And she said, hey, you should turn this into something. You should write. And she, you know, gave me my own little laptop. It was a small little HP laptop, like 7 inches. It wasn't a big laptop. Yeah. And she just told me, hey, write on it. And I started doing that. And I took those first 7 years, you know, as practice until I was really ready to turn this into something and publish it for the world to read.
So what was your first character?
First character was Instant, yeah. First character was Instant, and just kind of working on that, and then like several others in between. But Instant was always one that I knew I wanted to take the most seriously and publish later on down the line. But in between, there had been at least 8 other different characters that I was dibbling and dabbling with that are still, you know, sitting in my pocket that I'm waiting to touch once I'm finished up with, you know, the first kind of telling of in that story.
Hey man, you care to share the name of any of those, or is it too soon?
Not a little too soon to share the name of them, but I definitely am excited to share it. It's going to be something, you know, worth the wait, and it's going to be pretty cool experience for everybody.
Absolutely, man. Yeah, man, we read up on you a little bit and said you were homeschooled since the 3rd grade, man. And I heard what you said about your parents, you know, encouraging you to write and be an author, man. We want to give a round of applause to your parents, man. Clap it up for his parents, man. Yeah, shout out to them, man. God bless them, man, for their abilities and hard work and seeing, you know, the long-term vision in that, man. Because I'm gonna tell you, you said, yeah, absolutely. You said something earlier about being a young African American man or a young Black man as a comic book or as a comic writer, you know, an illustrator, man. You walk on the shoulders of people like Stephen Hughes and Wayne Howard, Alexander Dumas, you know, Karan Grant, Ron Wilson, you know, man, so many people, Felicia Henderson, all these great people, man. Just to see that a young man is walking in the spirit and the light of these authors, man. What people in your genre inspired you, or where you just
where did you get that from?
He mentioned his dad introduced it to it.
Yeah.
So what was some of the first novels or first books or series, comic books that you
read? Just want to get your inspiration.
Yeah. For me, early on, I think the biggest inspiration, even now, has been more so anime than American comic books. I'm in, love with the Japanese culture. I'm in love with anime. So I think, Akira Toriyama, the creator of Dragon Ball Z, was an inspiration. And then even now in 2023, my favorite anime of all time is My Hero Academia, who is written by Kohei Horikoshi. And so he's a big inspiration as well in my writing process.
Interesting. So with companies like Dynamite Entertainment, Black Mask, Image Comics, Viking Books, Vault Comics, or do you? And you mentioned anime. Are traditional comic books and storylines, are they leaning towards more anime now, or is the traditional model of comic books still a thing?
I feel like they still are. I think traditional comic books are still a thing, just more modern.
Yeah.
I think that there are certain anime aspects that some might take from it, but overall, I think that 95% of it is to its core. It's American. It's traditional comics, and it's a beautiful thing. And I do still have love for those traditional American comics as well.
So I like Captain Underpants. That was my dude.
Captain Underpants. I still have yet to see the movie with Kevin Hart. I don't think I saw that yet. I still have to see that because that was something big back, before I started going to homeschool. That was something big, yeah.
Yes. So what was some of the first comic books your dad introduced to you?
I think the first comic book my dad introduced me to was the World War Hulk comic books. I remember I have a very distinctive memory of reading that in our backyard on the porch. And he was just kind of teaching me how to read comic books because, you have to learn, especially at that age, how to read panel to panel. And I do have a great memory of reading that. So that was a fond memory I have of me and my father.
Now let me ask you a question. This is something I want to know now. When framing a story of such, whether comic book or like this is kind of like a superhero action figure, right?
It is a superhero, yeah.
Instant. So with like, how do you come up with the framing it like you just said, reading it in columns? Like, how do you go about sketching that out? Like, laying that out as far as what you want to do with the storyline.
Yeah, so writing it when I first started, I didn't realize that you had to write the panels into the script as well. I just kind of figured you write the script and kind of gets assumed how I want that panel to look, and then I write the dialogue, and then page 1, panel 2, and I kind of just do that so on and so forth until the script is complete. So I have to write each individual panel in detail so the artist knows exactly what he's capturing, he or she.
So do you draw too?
I do a little bit of drawing, but not any digital work. So I didn't have the ability to bring it to life digitally the way that my comic is now. I could draw on paper, but digital work is never anything that I touched on.
That's dope.
So you have a team. Yep. So you're saying you have
got a team of people. Yeah. You got a graphic.
Do have wonderful team. Actually, all Filipino. It wasn't by specifically choice for them to be all Filipino. It just so happened that that's kind of how it all fell together and came together. And AJ Cerezo is the artist. Mink is the letterer who took the words that I wrote in the script and put them inside the white text bubbles that you read. And I had Cage do the trailer, for instance.
That is dope, man. Shout out to you. Man.
Yeah, man. Definitely,
let me get another hand clap.
Yeah, give that brother a round of applause for that,
man.
Thank you, man.
Definitely shout out to the team as well. They're amazing people, and I try to give them the credit when credit's due whenever I get on, the opportunity to get on here, because that's so important, for them to get that spotlight as well. So I want to give shout out to them.
Hey, man, that's
shout out to them as well.
You said that like a true wonderful boss and leader, man, because what I also forgot to mention that he's the founder and CEO of Verenda's Comics.
That is correct.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, man, that's beautiful, man. I love.
Yeah, no, Verenda's Comics is Oh, go ahead.
I just say I love the fact that you're so young and structured in that fashion.
Oh, thank you.
What's next? What's next after Instant? What are you making next? What's your next inspiration?
After Instant and that story's all said and done, I definitely want to do a superhero team comic book where I really introduce at least 5 other superheroes along with Instant, 6 in total, and kind of tell that new story with this team building, this leadership, and then coming against this new threat.
Can I get an idea of what is next? What type of power does he have?
What was that?
What type of power does the next superhero have?
Next superhero, I've got no Instant. He's a speedster. I have another guy because I'm a Christian. I love God, and I want to have one that is more faith-based and attuned to his spiritual side. So I want to have something that's kind of on the lines of that. Maybe a couple that transform into something kind of cool. I don't want to give too much away, but it's going to be pretty cool. Some different type of power sets that you typically don't see in comic books. I'll say that for sure.
And you said something about Christianity. I like that. What about a super Jehovah's Witness? You're not gonna do
it, boy.
You might have to do that.
Boy, they're not gonna do it faster than anybody. Boy.
You can knock on 20 doors at once.
Right.
Right. Simultaneously, yeah.
Man, boy, I tell you, boy, that'll be one right there. Now the thing that everyone kind of relates comic books to is ComicCon. So tell us, man, have you attended any of those conferences yet, or what's the hype about? What's the hype behind ComicCon? What makes that so special?
I attended Phoenix Fan Fusion last year, which used to be called Phoenix Comic-Con, but I think there were some legal issues, so they had to change the name. But I did have an hour-long solo panel out there where I talked about Instant, and people came to, view it. But I think what makes it so popular is just it's a part of our culture today. It's the biggest form of entertainment. Superheroes, anime, those are what's taken over. That's the movies that's been top box office over the last over decade, 15 years now. And so, it's popular. People want to go out and to dress as the characters that they love to read and see, and they want that to be known, and they want to express themselves in that creative way.
Absolutely, man, and that's a beautiful thing. And man, I just want to say, man, I really appreciate what you're doing, young man, and keep up the wonderful work. Keep up the wonderful work. We need more people like you out there, man, doing positive things outside the box. And it's not so much that it's outside, but that it's outside the normal what people discuss every day. It's not every day that you hear about a young guy that's a comic author. Big. Yeah, absolutely. It's major, man. It's beautiful, man. You are definitely being the change that we need, man. And I definitely wish you the best. We definitely hope you the best over here at Power 98.9, man. And,
he definitely going to be
continue success, man. And I hope one day you earn that Hugo Award.
Yes, indeed.
Thank you. I really appreciate that.
And
the Hugo Award. Yeah, you found out what the Hugo Award was, right?
I did.
Yeah. And so for the people that don't know, you mind telling them, or should I?
I'll let you take it away.
Well, the Hugo Award is the highest award given as far as literary awards, but it's for the best science fiction or fantasy works, and it's given by the World Science Fiction at their convention.
Oh yeah,
so yeah.
You gonna get that?
But in order to qualify, you have to write like four length novels, and it got to be over so many words, like 40,000 plus words. It's basically the highest award in sci-fi.
I'm telling you.
Yeah, the Hugo Award.
I'm telling you, if he do that super Jehovah's Witness, man, it's gonna be big. I'm telling you.
But would that be considered sci-fi?
But you got to give him some powers, man. He throw a book at you and come back real quick or something.
Hey, man, I don't know, man. Don't listen to this guy, man. Absolutely, don't listen to this guy, man. But tell the people how can they get in contact with you and how can they purchase your projects.
Absolutely. Well, the easiest way to get in contact with me is through Instagram, Absalon White Jr. And then, if you type in my name on Amazon, Absalon White Jr., you'll find Instant. It'll pop up. That's the easiest way to find it. But my book is also linked in the bio of my Instagram as well. Should I spell out my name for it? Because I know it's a little bit hard.
I think you should. I think you should.
Let me spell out my name.
We had people that had trouble spelling Memorial Day yesterday, so you might want to spell your name.
Oh, didn't they? Yeah, didn't they? No, it's A is in apple, B is in boy, S is in Sam, A-L-O, N is in Nancy, and then white like the color, and J-R. Absalon White Jr.
There it is, man. Absalon White Jr., man. Thank you for being with us. There you have it, the author, founder and CEO of Verenda's Comics and the author of Instant, and a great action comic that's out there, man, for the world. No age limit, no race barriers, man. It's for one, it's for all, man. Go get that right now on Amazon, man. Or go to his IG, like he said, Absalon White Jr., and support this young guy and all that he's doing, man. A young visionary, man. Yeah.
Shout out to
him, man. Give this brother a round of applause again, will you, man? And thank the brother for being with us today, man.
Thank you. I appreciate it. Thank you for having me out here.
Absolutely. Man, that's great there, man.
That is dope, man.
That's great. That's dope.
Telling you, man. I'm gonna try to write me a book. I don't know if anybody's gonna buy it, but
I don't know if they're gonna buy your book.
I hope.
I don't know if they're gonna buy your book.
The lifestyle of Sean B.
Sean B. Now you Sean Bean from Champagne. Huh?
Yeah.
Sean Bean?
No, not yeah,
what's that? What's that? Your smooth guy name?
Yeah, that's that. When you talk to a chick, when you slap, how they say in the old school, when you slide.